Spit your game.
This is where I lack the regrets to the mask or the passion steaming if you ask me to vent. And the fact that he even rap is a threat. Believe him cast in the flesh that the Elohim is in your last of events. So sleeping and seeing dream just means you slack and expect. But it's the king that you have to respect. It's Vasco. So once again, it's Vasco Sevaar, representing Temple of 88 with Spit Your Game TV. Thank you for watching my interview. So I'm going to show you guys some of the gear I work with. Because I'm a tech head, right? So I decided, I'll show you guys some of the stuff I'm working with for the people who find that interesting. Now, I'm a normal ass human being, so don't think I'm going to have anything ridiculous. For the most part, at least. Alright, so we're going to start in the beat making area, alright? We're going to roll over to our the pads, alright? This is the Kai MPD 24. I got this off of eBay for like $49 maybe.
Wow, that's a nice price.
What boy is it? Alright, I got this for like $49. eBay, the shit. Alright, these right here are my Tannoy speakers, alright, where all my dope ass beats are played out of. Okay, these cost me $179 each. Alright, so those are a bit more pricey. Alright, these right here are the M audio files. These are V4s, I believe, or the 40s. These were the ones I first started using. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm showing you guys this, even though I have these bigger ones, is it doesn't really matter the equipment that you have. You just have to know how to use it. That's all you really have. Okay. Also, over here, this is my Keyrig 49. I don't have anything crazy, you know what I mean? This is my Keyrig 49. And this is where I make all my melodies. I love bass lines, so I play all my bass lines off of it. Alright. Now, for my recording equipment, and I use FL Studio, for all those FL haters out there, because I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers, he uses FL Studio, he can't make dope beats. Alright, but now for my recording, the program I use is Adobe Audition. At some point, I do want to upgrade. I don't really want to upgrade to Pro Tools, but I probably will just because it's the standard. Right. But I pretty much want to get Cakewalk, it's not even Cakewalk anymore. I want to get Sonar, alright, because Sonar is a neat, amazing dog. The microphone I use is the AKG C414, and this cost me $1,000. It actually went up $100 after that. It cost me $1,000. Alright, well I lied. It cost me $999.10. But this is my baby right here. And between this and the TLM 103, which is around the same price point, I got this. Most people, you go into their house, they don't have something like this. I mean, people so serious, folks. But most people don't have something like this. They'll have like a Audio Technica 2020 mic or the the Rode NT1A. They're both good mics. You know what I'm saying? I actually have the Audio Technica 4040 microphone as well. This is gonna be my travel mic. This cost me $300.
Wow.
It's a good mic. It is a good mic. You know what I mean? Just that sometimes you outgrow things. You just want to test your limits.
Right.
Alright. This right here is my compressor. It's the Pro VLA 2. Alright. This was a game changer for me because it kept my transients. It kept me from peaking too much. Also, it gave me a warm sound that I like, and I guess that's pretty much as analog as I get. Can't really explain too much about it because I'm still learning about it myself. This right here, this little Star Trek looking bullshit, that's my Focusrite ISA 1. That cost me $500. Alright? It's a preamp. Anybody who has a good microphone, you want to get a preamp. Our interfaces, they have preamps in them, but you can't compare it. I mean, you can't compare it. But that cost me $500. I didn't tell you the price point for this, but this cost me $300. Okay. These cost me $150 for the pair. This cost me $179 for one.
Right.
But the headphones were actually given to me because mine broke. And the Fast Track Pro right here by Mario, this is also given to me. Quiz Quan, shout out Quiz. You know, Darius Isaiah doing the thing right now. And my man Intel, shout out Intel. You know, he a little. I think he got something in the works. Bro.
Have you been doing tracks with Intel?
Yo, no. And I just hit him up on SoundCloud like, yo, brother, we gotta work. See what I'm saying? Because there's not really too many people. Because I don't really feature anybody in my song. Because I don't want people to ruin my songs. I'm gonna be real. You can feature me on your shit. You know what I mean? I don't mind taking shine and whatnot. That was real narcissistic. But I don't really feature people on my songs, and I have a reason for it right now, and that's just because I feel I want the world to see me for me right now. I don't want to have somebody on my song and be like, oh, well, you know, this is dope, and this is dope, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just the way my brain thinks. I want them to get me first, and then I can introduce, you know, another sound. Yeah. I hope that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it. But as you can see, I don't really rock anything too crazy. I feel like as a hip hop artist, this is pretty much all you really need. You know what I mean? You can even just get away with the interface. You know, run your microphone straight into the interface. You don't need to get the preamp or the compressor. But if you want to step your sound up, then I think it's necessary. You don't. I remember calling the studio asking about compressors and whatnot, and they said, "Oh, you don't really need the compressor because you know everything is digital nowadays." I was like, "All right, cool, fuck you. I'm about to just go get one anyway." So I got it because I felt that it would give me a better sound, and it did. So I just went on my gut. So a lot of the times, you know, just go with your gut feeling, you know. But as you can see, I don't really have anything too crazy, you know. So the price points might sound out of this world to some people. To others, it might be like, yo, you got some garbage. But my sound, I mean, this one song I'm working on right now. This for the Limitless mixtape.
Okay.
Hey, why does it happen to the best of people? I mean, I started off good.
But as you can see, just a little an excerpt before my computer decided to want to be a dick. My quality is pretty decent.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And oh, I gotta show you one more thing. And this right here was another game changer. Just give me 1 second. I think that's what it's called, a duvet. I don't care, but duvet. Pretty much what this is, and I put it up because I want a lot of you artists to know this. You know, you home artists. See the reflection filters and whatnot where you would put behind the microphone? It doesn't really matter as much as this does. Now let me explain to you why. The microphone, depending on how you have it set up, because mine has settings where I can record from both sides if I need to. But the microphone, for most rappers, you know, singers and whatnot, the sound goes in through here. So why would you put something around the backside? Nothing goes in through the back. Everything goes in through here. And the way that sound actually works is it'll hit off the surface in front of you. It'll bounce behind and hit on any wall behind you, and it'll bounce back, and then it'll go into the microphone. Those are reflections, echoes, reverbs, whatever you want to call it, but reflections. And that's what changes your sound. That's what makes it so difficult to mix your song sometimes. That's what this is here for. This is so when I rap into the microphone, because I actually will put the microphone here. I rap into the microphone, the sound will bounce off the wall, and when it comes back, it'll hit this instead, where it'll deaden the sound. Alright, it'll deaden the sound, and of course it's going to travel through anyway, but then when it hits that wall, it's going to bounce back and probably hit this again and get deadened even more. But pretty much it'll give you a drier sound, which will make it so much easier for you to mix, and so much easier for you to get your vocals to just sit down in the track. And I really wanted, you know, most of these home artists to know that, because, you know, anyone with a home studio, because a lot of these guys, they don't know that. Oh, and take your microphone out your fucking closet, man. Take your microphone out the closet. There's something called comb filtering. You can look it up if you want, but I'm just gonna tell you this now. Take your microphone out of the closet, record out in the open. It's way better, all right? But for the most part, you can have all this equipment, but if your music ain't right and if your ears ain't right, it ain't gonna matter. All right? So I mean, I gave a few tips and whatnot. That wasn't really part of the interview, but I felt like it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And
People need this stuff.
yeah, people need this stuff. I mean, that's why I built my own studio, because when I was younger in high school, I couldn't afford to pay, because at the time they had Set It Off Entertainment downtown. I couldn't afford to pay $40 an hour. You know what I mean?
Right.
I couldn't afford. I was in high school. I ain't had no job. I was broke. I was wearing hand-me-downs, right? And I don't have a big brother, but I was wearing hand-me-downs. But I think that was kind of by choice. That was weird, but for the most part, like, that's why I feel you have to take your career into your own hands, because if you don't, it's like you're gonna put yourself in so much other situations that could have been prevented. In all truth, so take your career into your own hands. Take your shit seriously. You know, buy a $1,000 mic when you work at Payless, because that's how I bought my microphone. I don't work there anymore, but I used to work at Payless. That's how I bought this. I literally starved for this. Drank water and ate bread and crackers. I mean, I didn't eat until I got back home. I wouldn't even buy any food at work, but I did what I had to do to get it. And it's my most prized possession right now. You know, at some point I'm gonna outgrow it, but it does what it does, because I took myself seriously as an artist. I felt like I needed to get these things. And anyone who's out there, you know, doing their own thing, where they have their own studios, you know, or if they get what they need to get done by any means possible, I salute you, for real.